Season 8, Round 5 of Siege of Winterfell. I'm going to try a new formation that a friend of mine provided me, and let's see if it works. I'm going to go with 3 armies of cavalry, as I always do, going with Blue Daenerys, Fully Awakened Salma, and Winton for the cast. Now, I put Dany as my lord, and in my second formation I'm using Enzo. Then I will go with Simon as a healer, so I'm going to use Mango. And for my third army, I'm going to use Layla, I'm going to use Rhea, and I'm going to use Kevin. From the beginning, both alliances had a very different strategy. While in one hand, Neo tried to split in equal parts their armies to take Armory in one side and Hot Spring in the other, it was clear that NFI, they sent most of their troops to take Hot Spring, and I have to say, that strategy worked because they controlled most of the time Hot Spring, making Neo to spend much more hills that they were thinking in. From the beginning, Neo took possession of a greater number of buildings, making a small difference in points in his favor. But NFI kept control of Hot Spring, making the healings much more expensive for Neo. After several bloody skirmishes, Neo was able to bring Winterfell's resources to base 2, gaining a little more confidence for what was still left for the battle. What it was a little surprise was the second bag of resources from Winterfell, that Neo could take it to base 1 without too many resistance from NFI. What I think that it should be highlighted is the persistence of NFI in keeping Hot Spring. It's interesting to analyze not only the amount of heals that you have to spend, but the amount of time that you need to go to your base and come back where the battle is. This going back and forwards from base to the battle could explain why Neo lost the third bag of resources, because they were controlling base 4 and suddenly they start losing troops and the reinforcements, they didn't arrive on time. At this point, Firestorm player did one of the most audacious, or at least curious things. Neo had vastly broad control of base 3, and he headed with the bag of resources towards them. So Neo, looking that Firestorm was going towards them, they started to pile up the most amount of armies just to outnumber NFI in base 3. But then he changed and went to Greyjoy's outpost, where he could deliver the bag of resources. Regarding the formation that I wanted to try, it seemed that it has worked according to the post that you can see here against a player of NFI with T5.